In the compelling recollections of Klaus Gerlach, a German artilleryman who served on the Eastern Front during World War II, we explore the incredible story of his survival and the invaluable lessons he learned through his wartime experiences. Born in Pomerania into a family of butchers, Gerlach's journey into the world of war began when he was drafted into the German army in 1939. The initial chapter of his military service led him to the French campaign, followed by deployment to Czechoslovakia. It was from there that he found himself on the Eastern Front, in the bitterly cold region near Orel. The frigid weather was a constant companion, making the ground too hard for conventional dugouts. The soldiers were forced to construct makeshift shelters out of snow, layering them with pine branches, rubberized raincoats, and blankets procured from the Russians. Despite their efforts, the cold remained an ever-present adversary. One particularly vivid memory from Gerlach's service stands out. He vividly recalls a moment when he believed he was about to meet his end. On a day when he was in charge of a gun crew, their position came under heavy fire from the Russians. As shells rained down, Gerlach sought refuge behind the gun shield, clinging to the hope of survival. A direct hit struck the gun, causing a wheel to fly off, leaving Gerlach lying among the gun mounts, covered in sand and branches. In that dire moment, he contemplated his mortality, but eventually realized he had miraculously escaped injury. As Gerlach vividly describes, operating an anti-tank gun requires a deep understanding of trajectory, distance, and the target's movements. When facing an enemy tank at various distances, precise adjustments to the gun's swivel lever and telescopic sight were crucial to achieving the necessary deflection for a successful shot. This intricate skill was essential for taking down enemy tanks. In the heat of battle, Gerlach's resourcefulness shone through. When faced with an order to destroy the gun's optics or carry the sight, he recalls an incident in which he risked a court-martial. Left alone when his fellow soldiers retreated, he rushed to remove the sight, a critical piece of equipment. It was during this risky endeavor that he found himself confronted by a Russian tank. Thinking quickly, he veered into the bushes, avoiding direct contact with the enemy. In a tense standoff with a Russian officer who had only 3 bullets left in his pistol, Gerlach managed to navigate the situation, eventually reuniting with friendly forces. One of the most remarkable feats in Gerlach's wartime experience was his participation in the destruction of 3 enemy tanks in close combat, without using specialized anti-tank weaponry. Partnered with a fellow soldier named Willy Korsch, they devised a plan to set the tanks ablaze. It was a risky endeavor that involved setting fire to the tanks in a dense bush, all while avoiding detection by the Russian crew. This act of courage earned Gerlach a Silver Badge of Honor and the recognition of his superiors. Despite his incredible accomplishments on the battlefield, Gerlach's wartime journey took an unfortunate turn in the summer of 1944 when he was captured near the town of Bobruisk. He spent the next 5 years as a prisoner of war in Russia, marking the end of his active service. The moment of his capture brought forth yet another astonishing tale of survival. Facing a sudden appearance of 15 Russian tanks, Gerlach's quick thinking saved him and his comrade Hermann from a potential disaster. When Hermann realized that the gun's barrel was obstructed, Gerlach had a life-saving idea, using Hermann's cap to clear the barrel. This unorthodox move prevented a catastrophic barrel explosion. While they attempted to clean the barrel, the Russians discovered their position and began firing upon them. In the midst of the chaos, Hermann was struck, his guts spilling out. Gerlach acted swiftly, providing first aid to his fallen comrade, but despite their efforts, Hermann succumbed to his injuries. It was a day that marked the end of the war for both of them. In his reflections, Klaus Gerlach offers valuable insights into the mindset required to survive the brutal reality of war. He emphasizes the importance of understanding the nuances of warfare, distinguishing between various types of weaponry, and maintaining keen awareness of one's surroundings. While fear is an ever-present companion for a soldier, Gerlach's ability to assess situations and react swiftly played a crucial role in his survival. Klaus Gerlach's story is a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness that individuals can muster in the face of extreme adversity.